Okay, hello everyone. So the last classes we had covered transaction management and concurrency control, how to overcome the concurrency control, and security. All these topics are covered. Okay, so today we discuss in the third unit. Actually, up to yesterday we have covered the fourth unit. Today we discuss the third unit. This is a purely practical session. I told clearly. The bad thing is what here you don't do the practice now onwards, but you won't get fully. But while opening the college, definitely you people are go through practice once. Definitely will be help you. Okay. So whereas the DBMS practical part is divided into two parts. Already I discussed you. SQL part and PLSQL part. SQL means what here? Structured query language. SQL means what here? Structured query language. Okay. So whereas the SQL we have to apply three types of commands. Those are called as your DDL commands, DML commands, DCL commands. What do you mean by DDL? Data definition language. DML means data manipulation language. DCL means data control language. So the thing what here up to the DBMS point of view, what are the commands totally? They will be divided into three kinds. Okay, they will be divided into three kinds. So what are the DDL, DML, DCL? So DDL related what here? Definition related commands. DDL means what here? Definition related. What means when you want to create a table, you want to alter the table, you go for drop the table. Like this type of the three commands we have to explain. Create command, alter command and drop command. So where we go for DML? DML means what here? Manipulation related commands. So once the table is created, you want to add the rows. Okay, for that we have to use insert command. Once the data is added, you go for something is entered wrongly. For example, instead of date of birth year 2000, you instead of 2001, you need to change only 2001. So that's the reason you to use update command. Okay. So when you won't require the data, you go for delete. So right. So the insert, delete, update. Along with these three, there is another command that is a select command. Select command is used for retrieving data from your table. Retrieving data from your table. So right, so these are the commands. DCL means commit and rollback. Okay, so all these commands you people are observe while I explained in the practical session in the labs. You applied at a time only one command actually. For example, you want to create a table. Okay, table. After the create command, you go for enter the another command. And that means you need to wait one command is running. After execution, then you go for other transaction. But the thing is what here, at the same time I go for creating, inserting, I go for updating, I go for deleting, and at the same time I go for the number of commands to execute at the same time. Okay, this is also possible. And SQL extension is nothing but procedural structured query language. So once again I repeat, whereas in the SQL prompt you can execute only one command execution at a time. But whereas the PLSQL block you can execute more than one command. You can execute more than one command at a time. So you need to write more than commands at the same time. You need to put a definitely you need to write a program. Okay, program agar ayana. So example C language astunaru. So whereas the C language you people are write here main, opening brace, printf, scanf, reading, writing, printing, if, while, do, while. So whatever you logic you require, you to apply. Then closing brace go for execution at a time. So on the number of statements executed at the same time. Here also same thing. Number of commands either DDL or DML or DCL right at the one place and you need to execute. So for that we need to see here a simple PLSQL block allowed to under. So each PLSQL block consists of so each PLSQL program consists of SQL and PLSQL statements. Okay, right. A PLSQL block consists of three sections: declaration section, execution section, exception section. Okay, declaration section, execution section, exception section, and every program I said already you people are know, we people are belongs to the computer science students. Every programming structure definitely have a structure. Without structure the program is not to be executed. Without structure the program is not to be executed. Definitely C program definitely C program have a structure. Java also have a structure. HTML also have a structure. Whatever the program you need to write, definitely it have a structure. Here also same thing. PLSQL also have a structure. PLSQL also structure. Three sections: declaration, execution, exception. So declaration section ఏముంటుంది? Just remove this.
తీసారా
ఇదేనా?
ఎగ్జిట్ కిందికి అనరా మళ్ళా.
Right. So declaration section simply the declaration section of a PLSQL block starts with the reserved keyword declare. So when you write a program with the declaration section, you need to write the first keyword is what here? Declare. So declare, this section is optional and used to declare the variable constant records. So simple, I explain once again. I want to apply some variables in my program. You need to declare. Why? Because you need, for example, x and y. X is the number data type, or a character data type, or a image data type, or date data type, or whatever it may be. Okay, good. So number data type, we will write declare x as a number. I will show in the program also. Right? So declare keyword is a common keyword while your program begins with the declaration section. Okay, everyone is clear. Then we'll go for execution section. Execution text begins with the begin. A keyword is begin and end. Like your C program, opening brace and closing brace. So like your Java program, opening brace and closing brace. Right? So you can begin and end. You need to definitely begin and better the meaning and your program execution will be starts. End means your program execution to be completed. Whichever in between begin and end, you need to intimate to your compiler. So like ఇది కావాలి ఇలా ఉండాలి. So we let you explain. So begin and end, between begin and end. This is a mandatory section. It contains the program logic to perform any task. For example, addition of two numbers. I need to write a program. Simple example, I write addition of two numbers. So I need three variables, A, B, C. You declare in the declaration section. So where are the declaration section? You need to write what here? Begin, C equal to A plus B, print C, end. Enough. Here the logic is what here? C equal to A plus B. Okay? So third one is exception section. Exception section when we use, if you raise an exception, exception is what here? It is a runtime error to cause a condition. So the compiler can execute only runtime syntactic errors it can show, but compiler cannot show runtime errors. So when the runtime error executes, runtime errors encounters, you need to intimate the exception with the exception handling. Okay? Right. Next again.
కింద ఉంది ఇంకా
అయిపోయిందా ఇదే కదా జూమ్ అమ్మాలి
అయ్యో
ఓకే
బ్యాగు
పైకి
నెక్స్ట్ అవుతుంది ఓకే
Right. So, ikkada another statement, that is dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. Clear everyone? dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. This statement is equivalent to your C language printf. This statement is equivalent to in your C language printf. Okay, you want printing on the screen something, will write in the printf. Okay, whereas in the Java system dot out dot println. Whereas in the Java system.out.println, whereas in the CPP, cout, C language, printf, CPP, C++ is cout, okay, whereas in the Java system.out.println. So because I said in the three languages why and so you are in the 4th sem students, you have to cover this all three languages already. So whereas in the first sem C language is completed, whereas in the second sem CPP is completed, whereas in the third sem Java is completed. Okay, ప్రతి programming లో read statements ఉంటాయి, write statements ఉంటాయి. So write statement is in the dbms PLSQL brackets dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. Okay, so right. So then end. So then advantages of the PLSQL. Advantage ఏంటి PLSQL వల్ల మనకి so many advantages. So many advantages. Right. First advantage ఏంటిది? Black structure. This is execute. Right sir.
డబల్ టైం.
Black structure. Black structure is PLSQL consists of the blocks of the code which can be nested within each other. Each block forms a unit of task or a logical module. PLSQL blocks can be stored in the database and reused. So already we discussed, whereas in the C language is nothing but functions, where we write in the functions. Whereas in the Java we will write in the classes. Okay, and simply which you perform. For example, I want to execute a program, addition, subtraction, multiplication. I will write the separate code for addition, I will write the separate code for multiplication, I will write the separate code for division. So because when we require only addition, I call only addition. I require only multiplication, I call multiplication. That is called black here. So that is called black, BLOCK. So next, procedural language capability. PLSQL consists of the procedural language constructors such as the conditional statements, if else and loops like. So like your C, CPP, Java, here also it supports every control statement. It supports every control statements. What are the control statements? Decision, blank, decision making and What are the control statements? Are decision making and branching, decision making and looping. Two types of control statements are available: decision making and branching, decision making and looping. Branching is nothing but what here? If else, else if, nested if else. Whereas the looping is nothing but what here? So while, do while, for all these three are supported in your PLSQL also. Right. Third, better performance. PLSQL engine process the multiple SQL statements simultaneously as a single block, thereby reducing network traffic. Naturally, any language is given better than other languages. Here also it says something. So we'll call them self-dapa. Okay? So, and every language definitely నా లాంగ్వేజ్ బాగుంటుందనే చెప్తుంది అంతే. ఎర్ ఆల్సో సేమ్ థింగ్, ఇట్ ఇస్ బెటర్ దెన్ సిసిపిపి లైక్ క్వార్టర్ బట్ ది సిసిపిపి జావా ఆర్ ద ప్యూర్లీ ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్ లాంగ్వేజెస్. దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్ యాజ్ వెల్ as బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ లాంగ్వేజ్. సో తర్వాత ఎర్రర్ హ్యాండ్లింగ్. సో ఐ సెడ్ జస్ట్ నౌ ఓన్లీ exception is nothing but error handling. PLSQL handles errors and exceptions effectively during the execution of a PLSQL program. Once an exception is caught, specific actions can be taken depending upon the type of the exception, or it can be displayed the user with a message. C cannot support exception handling. CPP and Java supports exception handling. Okay, what you mean by exception? I said clearly, exception is nothing but runtime error. For example, division of a two numbers తీసుకుందాం. For example, division of a two numbers. Enter two numbers అన్నాం. Most of the people are enter what 5, 10 enter చేస్తారు అనుకోండి. 10/5 పెడితే ఆన్సర్ ఎంత? 2 వస్తుంది. For example, I entered 10, 0. What is the answer here? 10, 0. 10/0. Will you get an answer? No. So what is here? Mistake by the program logic or mistake by you people entering the data? 100% user entering the data is wrong. Because the user doesn't know. I said clearly, I illustrated to the computer industry. They doesn't know. Enter two numbers. What you say? 10, 0. So 10/0, you will get infinity. So B logic is correct. Why? Because we write what is C equal to A by B. A equals 10, B equal to 0. Okay, good. But where are the B? You need to intimate while B is entered as a 0 by some user. Immediately you will give a message. Which message? Don't enter 0 as the second number or divisor or whatever it may be. So this type of mechanism is available in your PLSQL block also. Even CPP is also, Java is also, right. So chala interesting exception handling actually. So this is the related system related exceptions actually. We can develop our own exceptions also. For example, I want to register my vote itself. Okay, so let you go for the 10th class student, try to open the website of ceo.ts.in. Okay, they will enter everything. They will enter their date of birth also. Okay, date of birth as on the system, as on the society, 10th class people doesn't enter the vote. So date of birth ప్రకారం ఎంత ఉండాలి మనకి? Minimum 18 years age and above. So they enter the date of birth 2002 or 2003. Immediately they will get a message. What message? If you are not eligible for registering vote. So this type of errors you need to display according to the situation. So that is possible with the help of exception handling. This is called error handling. So this type of errors is caused by our conditions. This type of errors are created by our conditions. Okay, not to in the logic. సో తర్వాత పిఎల్ఎస్ఎల్ ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ ఏముంది పిఎల్ఎస్క్యూఎల్ అనేది చూద్దాం. సో ఫస్ట్ పిఎల్ఎస్క్యూఎల్ బ్లాక్ ఈజ్ సబ్మిటెడ్ టు ద పిఎల్ఎస్క్యూఎల్ ఇంజన్. ఏమవుతుంది? ఇంజన్ కి సబ్మిట్ చేస్తుంది. తర్వాత ఇంజన్ యాక్సెప్ట్స్ ఇట్ ఇన్పుట్ అండ్ సపరేట్ ఎస్క్యూఎల్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్. సో ఎందుకంటే బికాస్ ఏ బ్లాక్ అంటే డిఫరెంట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ కమాండ్స్. డీటెయిల్ కమాండ్ ఉంటుంది, డిఎంఎల్ ఉంటుంది, డిసిఎల్ ఉంటుంది. సో పిఎల్ఎస్క్యూఎల్ ఇంజన్ ఎక్స్క్యూట్స్ ప్రొసీజరల్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్. ఇట్ సెండ్స్ ఎస్క్యూఎల్ స్టేట్మెంట్ టు ఎస్క్యూఎల్ ఇంజన్ ఇన్ ద ఒరాకిల్ డేటాబేస్. So the SQL engine execute the SQL statement, the results are combined and presented. So very important here. So because so you for example you want to create table rasaru. Okay, create table name and opening parenthesis and mention the column names, primary keys, data types and closing parenthesis and semicolon. You just press enter. Okay. So second statement is insert into table name and values, then submit the values. The third statement is update something. Okay, right. Already the table is already existed. So while execute your statement, first it takes create statement. Okay, so that will be checking table name student and create create table name student. Already student is available in your database. Simply give the message immediately. What message? Student is already existed. Student object is already existed. Will you give another table name? Okay, so then the first statement is not executed properly. Then the second and third is also not executed properly. Okay, so according to the statements after execution, then there will be execution. So architecture, let me see. Right. At architecture you will see PLSQL block, PLSQL engine. ఇక్కడ ఏమేమి ఉంది? Procedural SQL. I said it clearly. SQL part is two types, SQL and PLSQL. So procedural statement execution and SQL statement execution Oracle server. This is your overall database. This is one. This is the front end. This is the back end. So you people are write the PLSQL back end here. So this is the back end. This is the front end. Okay. So next another section in the PLSQL back is comments. Comment section. Another section is the what? Comments in PLSQL. So here also, whereas in the C language, we will write the first section, first link before link section. That is the comment section. What is the use of comment section? Ante about the program, who write purposes, what are the variables are used, what are the logic we have taken. So like everything, if the people can explain about the program, they will mention in the comment section. Not related to program. Not related to program. Just it for understand the people who read the latter. Who read the latter or who will be read the latter. Okay. So that's you will use the icons for single line comments and slash with asterisk and follow to the asterisk with slash for multi line comments. So like your C language also it supports single line comments and as well as the multi line comments. Okay, right? So next one is PLSQL data types. So PLSQL data types is the same thing. So data types, simple data types, composite data types, attribute data types. So clear evidently. So today I can stop up to this part, but because tomorrow I will discuss the another important. So simple data types ante same integer. ఇది చూడండి ఇక్కడ. It includes binary underscore integer, decimal, int, long, number, float, real, character, string, date, boolean. So which are available in your C language, CPP, Java, any other programming languages. This is called your simple data types. We'll call the another one is primary data types. We'll call them primary data types also. So then composite data types is nothing but record tables. These are the exclusive for PLSQL. Exclusive for PLSQL. Then attribute data, percentage type and percentage row type. So I will explain the percentage type. Simple. For example, I write a program. So I will write the program. I declare here what here number x. So x is nothing but serial number in your table. I declared my variable is x here, but whereas it is will be declared as a equivalent to the serial number. Whereas it is equivalent to serial number. Serial number means what here? Serial number is already number you taken. Okay. So I said once again, I declared a variable x here. Okay, x is equivalent to the number actually. But you may confuse. X is equivalent to the serial number attribute in your table. Your table in student. Okay. So whichever I decided serial number attribute data type is equivalent to x. So directly you will get it from that attribute data type into this attribute while taking here call percentage type. So just you take x percentage type and serial number. So you won't mention number, you won't mention integer, you won't mention anything. Automatically taken. So S number attribute is whichever taken, automatically taken this one also. So tarvata percentage row type composite and a combination of attributes k data type అయితే ఉంటుందో it will be taken for these attributes. Okay. So today I discuss with you what PLSQL program advantages, PLSQL has black important things and declaration section, variables and so these are the things. Tomorrow we'll discuss how to write a program and what are the control statements are available and how to execute and everything I will explain. Okay. Please listen and have any queries or have any doubts, let you raise. I will help you in the round the clock up to your service. Okay. Thank you.